Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my review of the AEK-971 assault rifle in Battlefield 4. This was one of my favorite guns in Battlefield 3 and it's back and better than ever. I would rank this among the top 3 best overall guns in the game. The ACE-23, the ACE-52 carbine, and the AEK are interchangeable for statistically best gun depending on the situation and the shooter. Now this gameplay, I would consider it pretty good, but it's not representative of the full potential of what the AEK can do. It's capable of so much more. The gun outshoots the shooter, meaning that there is a high learning curve to reaching close to the maximum potential of what this gun can accomplish. Let's take a look at the statistics as to what makes this such a dangerous rifle. The damage is standard among assault rifles. The AEK does 25 maximum damage, and at 8 meters the damage will drop until it only does 18 damage at 55 meters. It's a 4-shot kill up to 8 meters and a 6-shot kill at 55 meters. The magazine size is standard at 30 rounds. The rate of fire is second highest in the assault rifle class at 900 rounds per minute, losing only to the FAMAS. The reload time is average to slow. It requires 2.3 seconds to reload if you have a round in the chamber, but 3.6 seconds to reload an empty gun. The recoil is on the high end. It has a 0.38 degrees upward climb, a 0.15 degrees left pull, and a 0.4 degrees right pull. The biggest advantages of the AEK are its high rate of fire, high damage per second, and short time to kill. It's going to be a monster in close to medium range engagements. In competitive multiplayer shooters, and that goes for any competitive multiplayer shooter, not just Battlefield, a short time to kill is one of the most important weapon attributes. The AEK has the second best time to kill in the assault rifle class, losing only to the FAMAS. But why isn't the FAMAS strictly better? When assessing a weapon's utility, other characteristics of the weapon other than rate of fire have to be considered. The FAMAS has better accuracy firing from the hip and on the move, but the AEK has better accuracy while aiming down sights. The FAMAS has higher recoil, a longer time to reload, and a smaller magazine size. The AEK is much more effective than FAMAS at range, even with a longer time to kill, because you can land more shots on target due to better accuracy and lower recoil. The ACE-23 is on the other end of the spectrum. It has a longer time to kill than the AEK, but it alternates with the AEK for the best gun depending on the situation. It's even more accurate and controllable than the AEK, and its statistics are more balanced across the board. Because of the balanced attributes of the ACE-23, the optimal engagement range is a lot longer than that of the AEK. The best engagement range for the AEK is whenever you can fire full auto. You don't want to be tap firing with the AEK because of its high vertical recoil and high first shot recoil multiplier. The first shot recoil is different than standard recoil. The first shot fired in any burst will have higher recoil. If you fire 5 shots with single shot fire versus shooting 5 fully automatically, you'll have much more recoil firing the shots single fire. So that's why you have to shoot fully automatic as much as possible. The full auto recoil is high but very manageable. There's a lot of bias towards having a right side pull. The hardest part of learning the AEK is timing your reloads and dealing with slower reload times. The fast rate of fire of the AEK means you're going to run low on bullets a lot of times. With quick reloading guns like the M416, you can duck into cover, top off, and get back into the fight quickly. With the AEK's longer reload, you're going to be out of the fight for a longer period of time. Reloading mid-combat means there's a high probability that someone's going to rush you before you're ready. In many situations, switching to your sidearm is going to be a much better option than reloading, so you should carry a sidearm you're comfortable with. The fast rate of fire means you're going to run on empty magazines more often than you're used to, and you're going to have to pull the charging handle for longer reload times. You should absolutely make sure you're clear when you're reloading on an empty gun, otherwise you're going to be out of combat for 3.6 seconds. Even though the ACE-23 is a very effective close quarter weapon and you're going to outshoot most other assault rifles except the FAMAS, and you're going to outshoot a lot of PDWs and carbines in close quarters, it still plays like an assault rifle in that it has a very long delay for aiming down sights accuracy. Now this statistic that I'm referring to I've talked about in a previous video, where if you go from hip firing to aiming down sights, there's a slight delay in when you actually gain your aiming down sights accuracy instead of just maintaining your hip fire accuracy. The delay in the aiming down sights accuracy is very short on PDWs and carbines, but it's a little bit longer than assault rifles because assault rifles aren't supposed to be as mobile as PDWs and carbines. With the aiming down sights accuracy delay in mind, it means you should approach corners with your sights up, because if you try to fire around corners going from hip firing to aiming down sights, then somebody will light you up before you have the chance to regain your accuracy. And also, when you're out in the open, you should let go of the movement keys or the thumbstick really quickly so that you gain that extra accuracy from standing still, and then aim and then shoot. When you're standing still, you have a reduced aiming down sights delay compared to when you're moving and you try to aim down sights. Let's go over the best attachments for the AEK. The laser sight is the best accessory because it enhances hipfire accuracy and reduces aiming accuracy delay. I use the stubby or potato grip because it reduces recoil increase per shot, and it prevents the recoil from getting out of hand when you're firing full auto with the rate of fire of the AEK. The compensator is my preferred barrel attachment because it reduces the high horizontal recoil. Overall, the AEK-971 has the potential to be one of the best performing weapons in the game for you if you take the time to learn to manage recoil and time reloads well. The high first shot recoil multiplier and the accuracy of guns like the Ace-23 means firing full auto as much as possible. Thank you very much for watching this weapon review. I hope I was informative in helping you be a better battlefielder. Be sure to subscribe for more Battlefield 4 videos. My name is David, and I will see you next video.
Пакет возьми! Вижу флешного пулеметчика!
快拿好你的衣箱。